Hi everyone, this is your boy Ray. You like the hairdo? You like the hairdo? Yeah, I got my haircut last week. Needed to because I thought I was going into work for this week, but guess what? The guy that's above me told me that I don't actually start work until next week. I mean, wait, let me back it up. I don't start work on site until next week. I started work already with my online component of my job already, but that's not as stressful as going into school, actually sitting down and waiting for students to come in, right? But anyways, yeah, welcome to another late vlog, and I apologize because I've been breaking promises to myself again. But I guess maybe Wednesday's a new upload day. Maybe. Nah. It's just the fact that it's peak week. It's peak week, guys and gals. I'm very focused on peak week, especially since I don't really get to get into work. So now it's like, oh, dude, I don't need to get myself ready and drive out. So I'm going to plan my workouts, plan my meals, and not think about doing anything, socialize and all that jazz. Know what I mean? So yeah, but anyways, that just makes things a lot easier for peak week now, and I'm really focused on it, so that's why it's a little bit late. Like I actually did not think about the vlog when I had that news. Like, oh man, Ray, you don't think I'm coming to work this week, but next week you'll come to work. But yeah, peak week, we're right there, guys and gals. I'm gonna be stepping on stage this Saturday, the 26th, in Issaquah, Washington, at the at the WNBF Northwest Natural Royal Bodybuilding show championships. I don't remember that last part, but it's gonna be a great show. I always wanted to go to this show, but starting my show season in the spring, and then trying to get to the summer for another show, which I would love to do again. Get into the fall is tough. Get into the fall is tough to diet for that long, and I'm glad that you know the opportunity happened when I feel like I'm just getting a little bit too fat from off season. It was just like, you know what, let's just start the cut now and let's do this show because we always wanted to do this show, right? So I can't wait to do it. But anyways, peak week. Let's talk about peak week. So this is the week where everything can go bad or everything can go straight. Everything can go, you know, according to plan. Everything can go, shit down the drain, depending on, what your coach is telling you, how you're feeling. There's a lot of conflict that could happen this week from all angles. Luckily for me, though, that I prep by myself, which is one, a mistake. That I'm very thoughtful in my approach, and I'm very attentive of what I'm doing, what I need in my body, since a lot the people when they think about prepping for themselves, they think they have all the answers. No, I right now I don't have all the answers. I have all the answers myself, but it's not all the answers that are I feel like it's correct for a prep. So it's definitely a learning process. Next time though, next show, maybe not this year, but like the next show, if I ever think about competing again, I'm gonna try to hire another coach this time. That's right. So let's get back to peak week, shall we? So peak week. Let's talk about training and nutrition and how the weekend is going to be, I guess. So training, fairly simple, just to cut things short. I've been doing legs push pull times two, rest repeat. You know, 25 weeks of this 26 weeks of prep. And traditionally, what I've done since maybe like the third or fourth show, no, not third or fourth show, second or third show, what I started to do was switch from whatever I was doing to a upper lower split for peak week. So that way I still allow myself to get in volume, but I kind of compact everything together. And if there are things that I miss on one day, I'll get in on another day. So that way I'm not doing the same thing over and over again. Maybe legs would be kind of different, but yeah, I don't want to be doing the same thing over and over again. So a little variety rather than going in and doing like shoulders only, back only, arms only. I don't even like a traditional arm day. But yeah, I'm about to burp. So Sunday I would start lower body or legs, and then Monday upper body, and then we repeat the cycle back and forth. So today is Tuesday. Just got done with my second leg day, the second and final leg day of the week. And so after that, pretty much it's going to be upper body Wednesday, and then a different but very much lighter upper body Thursday, and then Friday's optional, which would be an upper body. And on that day, instead of doing like maybe specific workouts, on a muscle group and such like that, I would actually practice my pump up sequence. So that way I have a methodical plan when it comes to pumping up before I, line up and we start heading over to the stage. Because I feel like you should have a game plan, through and through, as you're getting ready to, get on deck for prejudging, when they give you that warning to, start up, give you that warning to get in the pump room, and then that warning that, we got to line up, you want to be able to have a game plan from start to finish. So even though Thursday would technically be the absolute last training day, there's still a game plan Friday, and there's still a game plan Saturday, right? So I want to have a game plan all the way up until I step out on stage and hit my front relax, right? So that's what I would do for Friday, and that's how my training week goes. So upper lower splits, at least hitting upper lower twice, and just focus on upper body up until the show because I don't want to build up fatigue, especially legs. You definitely want to rest up on legs. And so that mentions cardio, and like I've been doing all this time, I haven't been really doing much cardio, so kind of the same thing. It's a gamble that I'm not doing much cardio, but I'm losing weight still. I'm losing weight. I'm still getting in my water, which is totally good, even though that should be in the nutrition section. I'll mention that again. Um, I'm still drying up. I don't look as dry because I have the light shining at me. But I got everything there. I don't feel as stringy. Like I feel I got a good amount of size. So something successful. Something successful. So I feel like I just don't need cardio. Even talking to my friends, just he's looking at me, as I do my poses. You don't really need cardio, man. That's what he's been telling me. And like I said, it's a gamble, but I feel like maybe I should have done more cardio. But if I did more cardio, that means I need to up my calories, right? And I haven't really exactly figured out what would be the optimum level of calories to eat while having cardio without having to stall my metabolism. So that's why I'm not really doing cardio much, and it's just a gamble. But I did do some cardio though, starting from maybe like Wednesday of last week all the way up to Monday. I did pretty much post-workout cardio, at least 20 minutes post-workout on the elliptical, and that was pretty much it. So something easy, not as like terribly difficult like the Stairmaster, but just something where I could cruise at a good pace, right? So nutrition. Nutrition is also fairly easy to explain. That I'm just using what I did last show, which I did a front load, a carb front load instead of a carb back load, which is I did the first three shows. So what that is just you want to kind of, when they do a back load, people are picking or getting their carb up like a couple of days right before the show, so that way they peak out on that Saturday, um, with a really stronger but larger look, just because they introduce carbs, closer to the show. In this case for me, I feel like I actually look better when I start to taper back on my carbs. And that takes a couple days to do it rather than, something like a backload, which would probably start on like a Wednesday or Thursday, and then, exactly try to plan it out to peak Saturday. So I did a front load where I start at the beginning of the week and then I work, Monday through Friday, kind of taper down and play with carbs a little bit. And then I feel better where I'm at if I figure out like what's that sweet spot, So I still have a couple of days of trial and error to figure out, what's the right intake for me, right? So that's why I'm doing a front load. And it's fairly similar to what I've been doing like this whole time with my carb cycling, where I refeed on a Saturday and then Sunday through Friday I just go into my calorie deficit macros. So that's pretty much what I did. I refeed Saturday, but instead of going straight into the deficit macros, I just started tapering down from what I ate from Saturday, taper down some carbs Sunday, taper down more Monday, Tuesday today, kind of feel if I need to take a little bit on or off. I actually added a little bit more because it was a leg day. And so Wednesday tomorrow, a little bit more taper. See how that works. But eventually at the point, maybe like Thursday or Friday, I should find my sweet spot with my carb intake. But yeah, that's a typical front load for me. And Ooh, I like that sound. And that's pretty much it. That's how my peak week is going to go. I still have Wednesday and Thursday to train with the optional Friday. Gonna drive out Friday to Issaquah, Washington, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's one of those things where it's like I can't believe it's over, but there's still more to do. Like there's still more for me to improve on. Like I know going into Saturday, like I'm not gonna have the winning physique, you know. But I do have a lot of expectations for myself, and I want to do better when I get that top five call out in the novice. I'm still doing novice. Um, Historically, I've been like in the bottom of the novice. Actually, I don't think I've placed any more different than fourth place. So I want to do better than fourth place. If I do fifth place, I would get hurt, but it's like, oh man, I got a different placing, right? But it really depends on the competition. You can't really control that. But I want to try and do better in novice this time. It'd be cool to win a category so that way I don't have to do novice anymore. Like to graduate from novice, to legitimately graduate from novice. I could not do novice anymore and be fine and just do the open, but I feel like I need to earn my way. I need to earn my way into the open, you know. So yeah, I want to. That's my expectations. I just want to do better in novice, and for the open, I'm doing that as well. I just want to get a call up. I want to get a top five call up. I know for my second show I got called up in the open, but guess what? I was fourth out of five people, right? So that didn't feel too legitimate. Like I actually want a legitimate call up for the open, you know. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, you really don't know who's going to be at these shows, and you can't really control that. And you can't really control what the judges are, going to judge you on and how you're going to compare to the next guy, the guys next to you. I just get moved around for prejudging. So it is what it is. It's for me, it's going to be another show under my belt, and I'm getting more experience. I'm realizing like new goals of what I want to do with bodybuilding, and I definitely want to continue this on. But I'll preview this. This is a small preview. I'm really thinking, even though that I want this year to be like my last year before I start, doing like an actual bulk to build muscle. Um, I'm actually thinking right after the show that I should start my off season right after this show because this is the kicker right now. This is the kicker. My current weight right now is under 130. Last time I was under 130 was when I did Washington State Natural, and I actually, came in a little bit more puffier without the condition in the fourth show, so I weighed up to like 131. But still, I'm around 130, and if I'm gonna go into shows where it'll be weight classes, I'd be a bantamweight, but a lot of natural shows that I've seen read results on, the lightest class that they've offered has been lightweights, and that goes up to 162. And if I compete as a lightweight, guess what? I'm giving up 30 pounds. That's not a good thing to weigh in my head. So yeah, I'm really thinking about it, but at the same time, like if I'm making this like my last like bodybuilding competition season before I bulk, it's just like why not just have fun with it, right? Why not have fun and spend whatever you need to spend? So it is what it is. YOLO, son. YOLO. So, but it's more like the more you spend time on one thing, you sacrifice the other. So if I do shows, do a couple shows, like wait until the Washington State Natural again, that means I'm missing out, you know, months I could be in off-season training. You know, so, but yeah, but I also have a lot of plans as well coming up, and that's why, like, when we get back to the real life vlogs, when I actually start having the camera in front of my face, as you can see, I don't have the camera. We'll start talking about that a little more, because after all this, life is gonna be normal, right? Okay, so let's cut the vlog because I'm looking at the time, and it's almost 15 minutes, so this is gonna be a long render-ish, and also a long kind of upload-ish, right? So stay tuned. Thank you to all my friends for the support for this. I know we kind of joked around and stuff like that, but I know it's all in good fun. It's all for love. So thank you. We'll do my best. It may not be a first place win or anything, but I'm happy to step out on stage and really no regrets. All right? Peace out. Stay tuned for the post show vlog when I'm done after Saturday. All right? Okay. Peace again.